So Bryce Hamilton, not entering the transfer portal, according to Mark Anderson of the Review Journal. Neither will Mbake Zhang. So that leaves UNLV still with one more scholarship player than scholarships available. And the two most likely scenarios are, number one, Donnie Tillman transfers out, or a freshman goes to prep school. Mike Grimala had the story from Isaac Lindsay last week that Isaac Lindsay still has no plans of going to a prep school, though that, I guess, could still happen. And Tillman seems to be the most likely answer there. If they bring in a transfer, then both of those scenarios would likely have to happen. But on Bryce Hamilton, that part is the good news, because there's been a little bit of a fear that Hamilton could get poached by a bigger school, especially if the NCAA changes their transfer rule, which would allow every player to transfer one time and not sit out, right? Everybody would get one free transfer in college basketball. And if that happens, then Bryce Hamilton could conceivably go play at a bigger, better program right away and have 2 years to play there, where he'd be, guaranteed to go to an NCAA tournament or something like that, whereas at UNLV it's still a hope and a prayer that they make the NCAA tournament next year. And Mark Anderson did basically say if that rule gets changed, Hamilton could actually enter the transfer portal, because you can still enter the transfer portal whenever you want. It's not like there's some deadline to enter the transfer portal. But keeping Bryce Hamilton is now the most important thing this offseason, because if you were to lose Bryce Hamilton after losing Amori Hardy,
you can't go left.
Who's left on this team? It's going to be David Jenkins and Marvin Coleman. Like, there's nobody left on the team with David Jenkins if you lose Hardy and Hamilton. So they have to keep Hamilton at this point. So you lose him, devastating offseason, and next year is just going to be disappointing.